In today's video, I'm going to be restoring the shine to this carbon fiber hood, making it look so much better. Let's go ahead and get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel if you are already subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, definitely consider it. So in today's video, I'm going to be sanding this hood down and re-clearing it because it is super hazy in this area. Tried to buff it, it just won't come out. And you can see that this hood is not perfect by any means. There's like little indentations. They're not hell dents. It looks like there was actually furniture or something set on the hood. Now this car was originally a barnyard car, so this was a barn find, and it didn't run when I got it. It was starting to rust, the paint was flaking off, so I went ahead and repainted it. Did my awesome truck bed coating, at least I think it's awesome. Has a hint of pearl gold in the green. We redid the entire interior, and the floorboards are all bed lined. We are going to be throwing carpet over it, but I had to make sure the rust would stop because this was from Indiana. But luckily there's no rust anywhere else. Went ahead and turbocharged it, and it is a lot faster now. And did the custom valve cover, painted the engine bay with Duplicolor. Really good products. They have awesome products. Their VHT line's my favorite. Now I'm going to go ahead and start the sanding process. There are spots like right around here. They have some pretty bad cracks. I'm going to do my best to get them out, but this is a gel coating on here, so it's not going to be very easy. This is really thick gel clear. I just want it to be a little shinier and look better than that 'cause it's super hazy. And this here as well, I'm going to do my best, but if it's not perfect, it's not perfect. Like I said, I'm just trying to make this a lot better than that haziness up there. Either way, it's a carbon fiber hood, super light, works really well for cutting weight down. But I'm going to take these off. There's just 4 Phillips head screws on both. I'm going to keep this in because it don't matter. I've got to replace it anyways because the wastegate nipple that was on top was hitting this because the engine mounts are bad. But yeah, it's definitely a good little project, and it's come a long ways. I'm sorry I haven't got a lot of paint videos out. Can't really do any painting here, but this is a small project, so I can do that. I actually verified with them. They said it's a small project, it's not a whole car, it's fine. I'm still working on getting an actual legitimate shop so I can start doing this full time and have videos all the time for you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and start the sanding, and then I will plastic everything else up. Basically drape plastic everywhere and shut the hood. And then we can start with the paint. And for the paint, I'm going to be using Spray Max 2K Clear. Now, if you don't know what this is, I will have a video comparing the 2K that's right here to the 2X paint from Rust-Oleum and showing you the difference between the 2K and the 2X, because there's a lot of people who are confused about it. There's a hardener on the bottom. This little piece goes right in there. You puncture it, just put that little red cap on there, and then you shake it up really well for about 2 minutes is best. And then you can start laying it down, and this does lay just like a spray gun. Now you don't have any settings for air pressure, so there is some orange peel, but that can easily be wet sanded out. And this is literally spray gun finish in a can. So I'm going to be doing that. I also have this wet or dry sponge pad I'm going to be using, 1000 grit sandpaper. Then I have some 800 right here. I'm just going to put on the drill and do some wet sanding with that. But for those rougher areas, I'm going to start with some 400, mostly on these spots right here and right here. And then I'm going to step it up to the 800, then the 1000, see if I can get that to come out. Like I said, though, I'm not too worried about it. I just want to get this re-cleared, at least make that look a little better. But I'm going to go ahead and start sanding. So hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, definitely hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I will have more content coming out as soon as possible. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm just going to use some soapy water in the 400 grit, only in the rougher areas that need attention, and then the rest will just get a light scuffing to make sure that the clear will stick. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, now that I've got it wet sanded, wiped down, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna wipe it down one more time right before painting. Got one of these 3M house air filters, 20 by 20 by 1. You can get them at Walmart for like $5 or other places that sell them. And I'm gonna follow this airflow directions. So like basically the air flows this way. So that's how I'm gonna have it set up on the box fan, pulling fumes out. It's a 3M and they work pretty good at filtering air. I've used them in the past with no issues. So go ahead and put that on the box fan and then we'll move on to the paint. Okay, so I got the box fan all ready. It's gonna be pulling air and fumes out. We have the 2K clear here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this cap in the bottom, show you exactly how to do this. Basically just push it really hard till it pops. Then shake it up really well. Do this for about 2 minutes to get it properly mixed up. And then you'll see it has an adjustable fan on the tip of it. Right where it's adjusted is fine for me. You might want to mess with it. But I'm going to go ahead and wipe the car down, or the hood down, one last time before spraying. Here we go. Okay, so that's the first coat. We're gonna let that dry for about 30 minutes, come back and hit the second coat and lay it just as thick. Now, most people like to lay one really light, thin coat for the first one, then come back and hit it again. But I've been using this paint long enough to know when it'll run, and it's looking pretty good so far. Any orange peel or debris in there can be wet sanded out with ease. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry, and we'll come back and hit it with the second coat. Okay, there's the second coat. Now if you see where there's like a hazy look to it, like right there it's kind of milky, that's just the clear coat. There's a lot more in that spot, so don't mind that. Once it dries, that will go away. We're gonna let this dry for another 30 minutes to an hour, and we'll see exactly what it looks like. But so far it's looking pretty good. Just needs a good wet sanding and buff, and it'll it'll look a lot better. So I'm gonna let it dry. Okay, it's been drying for a couple hours. Looks absolutely incredible. Figured people would want to see it out in the sun. So here's an out in the sun view of how good it looks. Obviously I put these back in, but yeah, it looks super incredible. I love how it looks now. But this still didn't come out. It would need sanded all the way down to the fibers, which, yeah, it's not really worth it to me. I think it looks 10 times better than it did. There's no haziness to it now. And it has that really nice fibrous look to it. Nice and dry to the touch. And yeah, it looks really good. But I'm gonna take it right back in and then we'll go over some stuff. A good wet sanding, because there is some orange peel, as you can see. It's not everywhere that bad. Most places it's actually pretty good, but there are some spots with orange peel that can easily be wet sanded with 1000 grit and a buffer, some good cutting compound and polishing compound. But man, it looks good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It turned out a lot better than I really expected it to be honest. Now, I've used 2K Clear a lot in past videos and projects. I'm always super satisfied with it. I would have went with the spray gun and did some Speedo Coat 2K Clear, but I'm not allowed to do spray gun painting out of the house. Spray can on small projects like this hood are permittable, they say. So hopefully I don't get in trouble for it, but I'm just trying to get you guys more videos out and show you that you can get really good results. One can did 2 thick coats on this hood. I figured that would be good information as well. Let you guys know how much it took to do the entire hood. But I do lay my coats on thick. Not everybody agrees with that. You don't have to. I'm just giving you an option. This is how I do it. If you want to do it my way, it might take practice. Some people get it right away. There's some awesome cars I'd love to feature on this channel soon, like compilation of some subscribers that done work after watching my channel, and I'd really like to put that on here sometime. They have pretty awesome stuff, make my cars look kind of dumb. But I love how this car is turning out. Got the windows tinted, got the interior how I want it. Don't mind the Honda on the floor. I'm gonna mount it back up. I just got that ECU, and this thing pulls really hard. I'm super happy with how it's running, and it's not even close to where it needs to be yet. I went and got a brand new windshield put in, and then it cracked because when I opened the hood, there was a rock wedged behind here, and I opened the hood and it crunched it. So $200 windshield right down the drain. Now I have to buy another $200 windshield, and I don't have the money for it, so it's gonna have to stay cracked for a little bit. But super happy with how it's turning out. It's riding super smooth on those Max Peating Rod coilovers that I unboxed on this channel and did a somewhat review of on the other channel. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my Texas Honda channel, link will be in the description. Just click that link and it'll prompt you if you want to subscribe. So I greatly appreciate you guys coming by and watching the video to the end. I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos. I'm trying to work around that because I noticed you guys don't care if I post something that isn't spray can related. And there is plenty of proof. Just go browse my videos. You'll see the view count versus spray can stuff and not spray can stuff. Nobody wants to watch it. So this channel is clearly about spray can painting. So just wanted to point that out. But I got the exhaust done on here. Shoots big fireballs now. And it sounds like a little mini turbo diesel. Sounds pretty crazy. So if you guys want to watch that, definitely hit up the Texas Honda channel and let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of people have a lot of negative things to say. You can basically just keep those to yourself. I already know a lot of people don't approve, but it works and it looks pretty dang good. I wish I could have fixed all this, but that would require a lot of stripping of the gel coating, pretty much down to the fibers, and I'm happy with it. And in the end, that's all that matters, is if you're happy with your own project. And I did it myself, saved myself some money. I think this can of paint was like 20 bucks and I was able to get the whole thing done. I already had the plastic and I already had the acetone and sandpaper, so it worked out well in the end. So If you guys liked the video, please hit the like button, drop a comment below, share the video, and definitely check out my other videos. I have playlists you can play through from old videos to new videos. So definitely consider clicking one of those playlists and letting it play through and watching it, because my channel's views are definitely hurting right now, and I could use as much help from you guys as possible. So thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. And as I like to say, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.